Every time the Orlando Magic seem to make a trade, it has us questioning what the Magic are really doing. And today we're going to be talking about the past 3 seasons and the series of trades they have made and how they ended up with Terrance Ross out of 3 stars. So thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. If you guys are new, subscribe here. Let's go ahead, jump right into this one. You're going to be amazed on how dumb the Orlando Magic are. Take a look at this Orlando Magic team right here. As you can see, you got Nikola Vucevic on the left, Tobias Harris there as well, Victor Oladipo in the middle, Elfrid Payton starting in the right, and Aaron Gordon. If you look at that picture closely, you can see that 3 of these players right here are not even on the Orlando Magic anymore. And you know why that is? Because the Orlando Magic decided to trade all 3 of them, which is fine. Okay, you trade all 3 of them, but you know, at least the Orlando Magic are getting something good in return, right? Wrong. Today, I'm really just going to be diving in on how the Orlando Magic traded all 3 of these players and are literally stuck with 1 player as of right now that they got out of all 3 of these players. I mean, this is just bad management by the Orlando Magic overall. I just can't understand how you trade 3 of these players right here. I mean, Victor Oladipo, Elfrid Payton, and Tobias Harris are all 3 still pretty young, still really young players, and they literally only have 1 player to show for it this season, and it's absolutely insane to me. I just don't understand how a GM could do something like this. And let's just go ahead and dive right into the trades that this GM made. Alright, we're going to be doing these trades in order from what the GM did back in Orlando. So, at the 2015-2016 NBA trade deadline, the Orlando Magic traded Tobias Harris to the Detroit Pistons for Brandon Jennings and Ersan Ilyasova. Now think about those 2 players right now, Ersan and Brandon Jennings. So they traded Tobias Harris and got Brandon Jennings and Ersan Ilyasova in return. Think about it. Where's Brandon Jennings? Oh yeah, he's not even in the NBA anymore. Where's Ersan Ilyasova? He's not on the Orlando Magic, he's on the Atlanta Hawks. And where's Tobias Harris right now? He was with the Detroit Pistons. He was actually playing pretty well with the Pistons. He's been averaging like 17 to 19 points per game with the Detroit Pistons. And now he's on the Los Angeles Clippers, obviously, after being traded in the Blake Griffin trade with Avery Bradley. But Tobias Harris right now is averaging around 19 points per game for the Los Angeles Clippers. Right now in his career, he's averaging 19 points per game, which I just don't get it. I mean, you traded basically Tobias Harris for Brandon Jennings, who he just came back. I believe at that time he was just coming back from injury or something like that. And Ersan Ilyasova, yes, he's been a solid player his whole career, but I mean, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me why the Orlando Magic even did a trade like this. I just don't get it. I mean, Tobias Harris was a good, young, quality player, and they just traded him for Jennings and Ersan Ilyasova. And I'm not sure how that first trade made any sense, but wait, it gets better. Just wait. Now, the man of the year right now, Victor Oladipo. So, on draft night, the Orlando Magic traded Oladipo, Ersan Ilyasova, and the pick that became Domantas Sabonis for Serge Ibaka, to the Thunder for Serge Ibaka. Does that, like, what? What? You traded Oladipo, Ersan Ilyasova, Ersan, not really a big deal in this case, but, and Domantas Sabonis, I believe, is averaging a double-double with the Indiana Pacers right now. So you traded Oladipo and Sabonis for Serge Ibaka, pretty much. Just, wow. It just blows my mind how dumb the Magic can be. Like, does that trade make any sense? So basically, they've traded Tobias Harris and Victor Oladipo right now for Ersan. Well, I guess not even Ersan anymore because they included him in the trade. They traded him for Serge Ibaka and Brandon Jennings. That's basically what the Magic got back from those 2 players just right now. And they even traded Sabonis, the pick that became Sabonis. Obviously, Oladipo right now is an all-star, and he's having a great season with the Indiana Pacers. He had an okay season with the Thunder and ultimately didn't work out. The Thunder paid him, but then they trade him to the Indiana Pacers, which it is ultimately working out for Victor Oladipo really good. So I'm sure Oladipo is really happy right now, and he's going to be a good player for the Indiana Pacers for a very long time. But just wait. There's one more trade we have to get into, and it gets even crazier. Of course, we all know of the trade that happened very recently at this last NBA trade deadline. But before this happened, they traded Serge Ibaka to the Raptors for Terrance Ross and a 2017 first-round pick. So they got a first-round pick, and I'm not even sure who the first-round pick became. I tried to research it, but I'm pretty sure it probably wasn't anything good. But so they traded Serge Ibaka. So they traded Oladipo, Ilyasova, and the pick that became Sabonis for Serge Ibaka, and then they flipped Ibaka for Terrance Ross. And keep in mind, Brandon Jennings is no longer on the Orlando Magic at this time. So now, at this last NBA trade deadline, they traded Elfrid Payton, who's going to become a free agent after the season, for a second-round pick, guys. I just had to pause it real quick, man. It's just insane to me how crazy the Orlando Magic manage their team. I just don't get it. Elfrid Payton right now is having a pretty good stint with the Phoenix Suns. Yes, he's only played 3 games, but he's averaging 19 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds for the Phoenix Suns right now. And of course, there's not much scoring to go around. There's Devin Booker, and then there's Elfrid Payton, Josh Jackson. There's other guys there, but Elfrid Payton, I think, is going to be pretty good with the Phoenix Suns. I think the Suns should pay Elfrid Payton, and I think he's earning it right now. So, I mean, is it just poor management by the Orlando Magic, or is it that, these players just weren't shining with the Magic, and now that they're on new teams, they're shining? But I just don't know. It's just weird to think about the Magic have done this. Listen very closely here, guys. This is what the Orlando Magic basically came up with. So the Magic basically did this over the past 3 seasons. They did this. They traded Tobias Harris, Elfrid Payton, Victor Oladipo, and Sabonis for Terrance Ross and a second-round pick. That's basically what they got out of all those 4 players. You can even include Sabonis in the trade. Wow. That is insane. If you actually read that, Oladipo traded Tobias Harris, Elfrid Payton, Oladipo, and Sabonis for Terrance Ross and a second-round pick. That is what the Orlando Magic ultimately did. That is terrible. That is just blows my mind that the Orlando Magic actually did, this is basically what they came up with after trading all 3 of these players. It's just insane to me. And now the Orlando Magic could be looking back, and maybe they could still have a starting 5 of Elfrid Payton, Oladipo, Tobias Harris, Vucevic, and Aaron Gordon. And honestly, if they maybe let those guys grow together, then who knows what could have happened. Maybe this team could be a playoff team as of right now. Maybe even, alright, this is a bit of a stretch, but competing for a championship, probably not. That's it for me, guys. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that madness? Orlando Magic literally traded 3 potential stars, for Terrance Ross. It just blows my mind, but thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy All-Star Weekend, and subscribe if you're new. This is Crushables, and I'm saying peace.